Many moons ago, you were made a creature of the night. Though now you have met a fate far crueler, you have displaced your mistress. After relentless begging, you were granted one last path to redemption. Cross the borders to another territory and take a life of those lands in exchange for your own. Should you fail, do not dare to return. Beautiful night, wouldn't you agree? Yes, the stars are shining so very bright. You know, they say you can read the future out of stars. What do you believe your future is saying about you? Is it glimmering somewhere up there? Is that so? Well, if you know who I am, let's finish this fast. If you know my name, then you ought to know that this is my domain. What are you doing here? You're not one of mine. I know my children, every single one, and none of them looks quite like you. So tell me, where did you come here? Did you come here to hurt my children? Did you come here foolishly thinking you could hurt me? Or are you just lost after all? Just a lost little lamb on its way to slaughter. The rose sent you. Please. And why? So you won't tell me? Well, that's quite all right. I am perfectly satisfied killing you without answers. You thought I don't kill. You see, I do not kill humans. Though unfortunately, it seems you're not human anymore. You look like someone made you their pet. Who was it? Which member of the rose snatched you up? Oh. Figures. She always had an eye for beauty. She likes her pets pretty. Pretty is certainly one of your qualities. Though unfortunately, you don't seem to be very smart. Coming all this way here, expecting to run into me. Poor thing. You haven't even been around for a century, have you? Well, 3 years. 3 years since you returned. Oh dear, they sent a baby to spy on me, to threaten me. How silly of them. Well, I believe you're owed the truth. Every once in a while, every other century, they sent one of their pets to my door. Each and every single time. Their pets do not return. It's tragic, really. Though they send you to your doom, they have deemed you useless, weak, and pathetic. They want to get rid of you. In the cruelest way they know how to. They're sending you to your own doom. They make you die for something they made you believe in, even though they don't believe it themselves. Of course. What did they tell you about me then? Oh, yeah. Yes, well, that is one way to describe me. The truth is, I was once like you. Just like you, my poor thing. I was a naive girl, and in the dark of night, I was snatched from my home, from everything I had known. I screamed and cried, and I begged for my life. But she did not care. She grabbed me, her claws digging through my skin, pulled me closer so I could barely breathe, and bit me. The pain was agonizing, and I was too scared to move. Everything hurt. My flesh felt like it was burning on my body. And suddenly, there was darkness. And when I opened my eyes again, I was on the cold floor in complete darkness. And I was alone, drenched in my own blood. And pain. No one heard my cries. And when the pain finally subsided, came the hunger. The hunger felt even worse. I was starving for something I couldn't reach. And then suddenly she came. In my delirium, I almost thought she was an angel. She offered me to feed me, to heal me, to give me purpose and hope. Foolish as I was, I jumped at the chance. Whatever it may be, I said, I will do it. Just help me. Help. Well, she did not help. She took me on a leash, tightened her grip around me. The stronger I grew every day, the harsher the punishments became. If I did something that displeased my mistress, I found myself back in a dark cellar, starving for blood, not being fed until I was begging and crying. It was pathetic, but I didn't care. It hurt too bad. But I endured it. I endured it until one day, had enough. So I lay down at her feet like a dog, hearing her laugh and enjoy my suffering, and I waited. Until the perfect chance arose, and I broke off the chains, and I dug my claws into her skin, and I ripped out her cold, filthy heart. And within an instant, everything that was hers was now mine. I was stronger. I was the mightiest vampire. Well, I thought so, at least. Of course the Rose found out. They found out. However, I had just killed her later. The members of the Rose are stupid in their own right. Yet they know when a foe is too powerful for them to challenge. So they did what any smart dog would do. They obeyed. They kept quiet and let me be. I became not a mistress, but a mother. I gathered my children around me. I embraced them into my loving arms, and I started a house of vampires that worry not about meaningless things such as bloodlust. I bore a house in which everyone gets what they need: protection, education, blood. No one ever has to go hungry in my house. No one ever has to learn those painful lessons. I embrace my children. I am their mother after all. What mother would not want to show their children love? And my children, they thank me every day. They would do anything for me, as I would do everything for them. Now you tell me, do you think your mistress would ever do that for you? Would she come here and save you? You know the truth. Deep in your heart, you know it. You're expendable. You're a pet on a leash. You jump when you're told to. Your claws, they're dull, broken, just like your spirit, my dear. You poor child. Had I met you under different circumstances, I could have embraced you too. Could have given you a place in my big family. Well, in my family, in my house, we don't take what others are not willing to give. I know you, mistress, the members of the Rose. They think it makes us weak. The truth is, it's one of our greatest strengths. We are not feared. We are respected. And as such, there are certain benefits. we can exist here in close proximity to humans without having to fear them. They're grateful because they know they're safe as long as we are around here. And I know the Rose would love to see me gone. And one day I'm sure I too will perish, just like my mistress did. But I will leave behind my children. And my children will ensure that that filthy rose will wilt for good. They do not know it yet. They have no idea what will happen to them. I cannot wait for the day. Truly cannot. But the time is not right yet. Yes, I once was just like you. But I freed myself. However, for you it's too late to do so. Now that you know, I'm afraid there's no way I could let you live. I'm sure you're scared, poor child. You feel lonely. Don't worry. I will be right here with you until your final breath. I know. You never had a choice. They took that away from you, just like they did from me. But I'm sure that means you understand why I cannot let you return. They would make you talk. Oh, and if they wouldn't try to make you talk, they would kill you in the most agonizing and slow way possible. They would listen to your screams, feasting on your pain. It would last days and nights, and you'd wish for nothing more than that. Trust me, I've seen it. I thought I could change them. I quickly learned though I could not. Even after I demonstrated my power, they were merely willing to tolerate me. My family is a thorn in their side. Well, they say there are no roses without thorns. However, I believe there can be thorns without roses. Yes. It's a beautiful night to die. But before you do, let me grant you one last wish, my child. It's the least I can do. You wish to stay with me, to live with me. My sweet child, I wish I could do that, but you do not belong to me. I cannot claim what isn't mine. It is against everything. It is the one law I dare not break. It keeps the balance. It secures my place in our hierarchy. If I were to take from someone else, they would start taking from me. I cannot risk that. My children are far too precious. Though I truly regret that someone as beautiful and young as you has to share this fate, the fate of the discarded pet. You deserved better, my dear. You truly did. However, it is best for you to accept your fate. The sooner the better. Is there something you regret? Just in this moment. I see. That is a lot of regrets, my dear. Well, unfortunately, there will be neither heaven nor hell for you. You are not dying as a human. You are dying as a creature of the night. Nothing awaits us after we die. However, nothing is peaceful. There will be no hunger, no bloodthirst. No masters and mistresses to control you. You will be lonely, but you will be at peace. My poor child. That is the mercy I can grant you. Now, it is up to you whether you accept or whether you'll try to fight. It is a wise decision, truly. Well there. Close your eyes, Miss Sweet. Let's end this. You don't need to drag this out even longer. Let's give you peace. Close your eyes, sweet child. Think of a place that brings you comfort. Think of happy memories. Think of your dreams and wishes. Think of all the good you've seen in your lives. And close your eyes for the last time. What a shame. One day that wretched rose will no longer do harm. Rest in peace, sweet child. Thank you to my channel members, radio peers, Leua and Mindy. this video, please let me know by leaving a comment and a like. And if you'd like to see more, feel free to subscribe and activate the bell. Good night, my sweeties, and thank you for watching.